Hey, this is Coach DeCarlo. This won't be a long video. This is just a abundance praise report. My brother and I were talking about getting out in the yard because the truth of the matter is I've been having difficulty finding a reliable yard person. And so, people say they're going to come through. You look for them to come and they don't show up or they don't call back, whatever. One of my challenges have been the edging, so you cut your yard and so forth and you make it look good, but there's nothing like the edging to make that yard look crisp. And so my brother and I were talking. I said, I'm going to have to get an edger. And so I really hadn't looked at a number of them yet, but I knew that they could get into the hundreds of dollars. And so I happened to be out, and so I just decided to stop by a secondhand store just to see what they had in there, just out of curiosity. And the very thing that I needed, an edger, I found it for 90% discount compared to the retail price. So I just want to say, once you set the intention, yours is not to worry about the how. Just know that that thing's going to show up, and just get excited beforehand. And then when you get it, also give a praise report, because what you're telling universe is, give me more of that, give me more blessings, give me more prosperity. But if you kind of hold that stuff in and you don't find yourself being excited about it, then the universe says, oh, well, he or she didn't care for that too much, so I won't manifest, things like that anymore in their lives. So many of us are wondering why we fail to be blessed or we're not experiencing abundance. The truth of the matter is abundance is all around us. We just fail to see it. And like I told you the other day, I gave thanks for just finding a dime, being appreciative. So the universe shows up, and the very thing that I needed, it shows up, at this secondhand store for a fraction of the cost. And I kept thinking to myself, because there was no way to test it. And I said, I'm just going to have to entrust that this thing is going to do what it's supposed to do when I get it home. And so, of course, I got it home because it was electronic, so you have to plug it in, and it did not have the power cords with it. But when I got it home, I tested it. It worked great. And I said, you know what? People need to know that they just need to be in a place of gratitude to receive that which the universe wants to give them. And it doesn't matter, like I stated the other day, the universe can care less between a dime or an edger. Once you put that intention out there, and there's some other things that I'm looking at manifesting here in the near future. So just putting the intention out, even if you don't find it at a discount, what you'll do is somebody either show it to you, it'll pop up, and there's so many things that I've looked at recently that once I put the intention out there, they just start showing up. Now the thing is, you have to make a wise choice when the thing shows up and say, is this the one for me? Because a lot of times we think because these items start showing up that everyone we see must be for us. And the truth of the matter is, you may find that, for example, you're looking at getting back on the dating scene. And so now all of a sudden you're being approached by all these different people. If you don't have in mind what it is that you want to manifest, it's going to seem like any person will do. And it's just not true. You got to make sure that you attract the person that is right for you. So you can only do that by having that list of knowing what's right for you. So when the thing that's not right for you shows up, you can say, well, no, that's not for me because that's not what I asked for. But know that the wheat and the tare show up together. So the things that's good for you and the things that may not be so good for you will both show up together. So you have to have a discerning mind to say, this one's for me, this isn't for me. When I looked at that edger, I said, this is the ideal edger. My hope was that, of course, it did what it was supposed to do. And, I was blessed to find out that it did, in fact, work. So make sure that when you're manifesting, that you have in mind a desired end. Don't just say more money, because more money can be a dime, a dollar, a pound, whatever. So set the intention of how much money you want to manifest, at least a ballpark figure of what it is, what abundance looks like to you, because abundance doesn't look the same for everyone. Somebody came up to my car recently and they said, hey, you got $2 so that I can get something to eat. And you know what I gave them? I gave them $2 so they can get something to eat. If they had asked for $5, they probably would have got $5. But because they asked for $2, I gave them their ask. Universe is going to give you your ask. So Get into a place of asking for bigger, better, more, and when the universe shows up with that thing, you'll find out that you get the bigger, better, more than you can ask, think, and or imagine. This is Coach DeCarlo saying, remember this, that only you can create your perfect world. Not God, not man. Only you can create your perfect world. Until we speak next time, have a great and abundant day. Expect blessings.